car with several suspects, the vehicle lunging at them. Police unleashing a barrage of gunfire. The suspects got away. 2 officers now on paid leave. The department investigating whether that gunfire then put the neighborhood at risk. The nurse who said no, and now the police officer fired in Salt Lake City. Officials say Detective Jeff Payne was fired and another officer demoted for arresting a hospital nurse who refused to draw blood from an unconscious patient. Nurse Alex Wubbels was handcuffed. She was not charged. The Boy Scouts making...
See what this is all about? See, cops know that when they give an order, not all of them are lawful. Now I can understand the reason why the cop wanted this nurse to draw blood, because from what I understand, this person was unconscious and killed a bunch of people in cars. And I don't think that the cop should have been fired on that, because they needed that evidence to prosecute this low-life motherfucker, who was probably somebody that was a drunken driver many times and everything like that. So the truth in that right there, that cop should have not been fired. The circumstances were, the cop was probably fucking outraged. There was probably a timeline. Hey, for all we know, maybe the nurse didn't like the cops, had problems with the cops, so decided, okay, I'm gonna get back at you right now. I'm not gonna give you the evidence that you fucking need. Or it could have been a situation of where that nurse may have known the driver that, from what I understand, killed a bunch of people. Now, I believe that cop should have not been fired. Even if the lawful order, the order was questionable, in an emergency situation, that cop, I believe, was in the right. Because this is evidence that could have, now that this person refused to draw blood. And how do we know in the beginning the cop didn't say, hey, you mind drawing blood, please? Yeah, it might be bending the rules a little bit or anything like that, but this is very, very important. This is like something that's it's not exactly, there's nothing written in blood, but this driver, from what I understand, killed a bunch of people, okay? So, I would defend that cop in that situation, okay? But you see, the news is not going to mention about the fact that he probably said, when he came in, he didn't come in probably ordering the nurse, but he probably escalated the situation of how he saw how the nurse was refusing something where time was of the essence. Now, in my situation, 2014 one time, I believe it was, I was at Wilson Avenue, 23rd Street, Panama City, Florida. I think it was around September 8th, if I'm not correct, or November 8th. I had a cop come up to me and told me that if I didn't ride on the sidewalk, he's going to arrest me because I was riding my bicycle. So I said, are you high? You on drugs? What's your problem? So what happened is I said, then I just kept on riding down the road. Well, this year, 2017, I was riding my bicycle going down 23rd Street, Panama City, Florida. I believe it was Jinx Avenue and 23rd Street, as a matter of fact. There's a, I believe it's a Chevron station that's there right now, 2017. And he told me to get up on the sidewalk. And if I didn't get up on the sidewalk, I was going to have to deal with him. Well, I pull into that. He said, pull over. I said, okay, all right, I'll pull into the gas station. I even was very nice to him. I said, how you doing? He said, do you know that you were riding in the middle of the road? I said, oh, yeah, really? I said, see your video camera right now. Oh, I don't have a video camera. You fucking lied right there. That's a felony under 837 of the Florida statutes, okay? Then he said that I was causing people almost to wreck, and I said 316.083 of the Florida statutes, 316.083, cars got to stay 3 feet away from me, and he didn't like that. And then also on top of that, I told him, I said 316.2065 of the Florida statutes gives me a right to ride my bicycle in the road as traffic. He said, oh, I ain't got nothing to argue about it. It was a cop by the name of Byron, B-Y-R-O-N. Oh, I ain't got time. I said, let's argue it right now. Why not? So then what happened next was, when he said, I ain't got time to argue, well, what I did was, I said to him, I asked him his badge number. He said 26. I said, oh, yeah, you just got your, you're a rookie. You just came from Gulf Coast Community College. So what? Well, I sent a message out to him that I will defend myself, verbally only, to ride my bicycle down the road. And about a year before that, I think it was 2016, I was over on Cove Boulevard near, Cove Boulevard and 11th Street, I believe it was. And I had a cop say to me, you ride in the bicycle path. I said, you see that bicycle path? I said, filled with all kinds of glass and trash. I said, you going to pay for my tires? Yeah, I said, give me a contract. So, see, here's the thing. I do believe this cop first started out, hey, maybe he was so disgusted by what he saw, the horrible wreck that was caused by this low-life motherfucker. And I don't understand why the nurse didn't just go, hey, yeah, I'll draw blood. I can understand if I was a victim there from a drunk driver. Yeah, I want that person prosecuted. I want evidence to prosecute him. So, see, I'm neutral with cops. Just like with this, notice with this shootout that they showed with the cops, all right? Notice they don't mention nothing about the facts are that these people may have a history of violence. Oh, if they don't mention that part, they make it look like the cops were just, oh, let's just do an OK Corral thing right here. Just like with Laquan McDonald in Chicago, when they shot him. Funny how the news media never mentions about that these people probably had previous violent criminal records, and that these people have in the past used violence. They don't mention that fucking part. All they mention is the cop shot him. And so, as I said, I believe there are lawful orders. But then there are unlawful orders. But the cops will lie and bluff you into thinking that it's a lawful order. Like ordering me to ride my bicycle on the sidewalk where it's very unpredictable. There are places where there's no even ramps to go up and down. There's all kinds of glass and trash on the sidewalks. Sidewalks are never cleaned off. So you see, the thing is, this is also on top of that, sometimes the sidewalk's completely in. And so what this low-life motherfucker wanted to do is, I believe, he wanted to get me where I go, okay, I'll ride on the sidewalk. And then that would severely hamper and endanger my travel. Now, see the thing, I've never done anything against them. I've never done anything against them cops. I don't know what. Not only that, see, let me show you what I got on my bicycle here. I got a sign on my bike. It says, be nice. Look at this. I can got one down here. Be nice. Be nice. Look at that. See? And I also got, see the Florida statute right here? 316.083 of the Florida statutes. See that right there? So I'm letting them know. Not only that, see, Florida statute 918.13. That's when a cop doesn't forward my side of the story in my handwriting, he's committed a felony. This is something that I have been searching for years. And the cops have for many, many years, God knows how many times, they have never one time included the accused side of their story. Because they know that that will make it to where the chances of the accused being able to defend himself is far and few in between. Not only that, there could be fresh witnesses nearby, fresh evidence nearby. See, all that stuff gets fucking destroyed. So, what the cop does is he enters into racketeering, which is 895 of the Florida statutes, with the state to make it to where the person is almost next to impossible of being able to defend themselves in court. Not only that, they commit perjury, 837 of the Florida statutes, when they don't allow somebody. Not only that, they're under conspiracy, which is 838 of the Florida statutes. Not only that, they violated their public servant oath, which is supposed to be good moral character. So, you see, the thing is this is, and then when a cop is found to be a liar, they can no longer be a cop. They've disqualified themselves for being a cop. See? So I got this on my bicycle. It says, be nice. So what? Why is it if I got this on my bicycle, that's a fucking hate crime? See? See it right there? That's a hate crime. Why is it okay for the cops to do that? So anyway, as I said, there are times when cops are in an emergency, when they have orders that maybe they ain't got time to look up. But anyway, this is my 2 cents right there.